What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Do Stuff, Drink Beer. Once again, I'm Dan. Welcome back, man. Let me tell you something. Some really cool things have been happening lately. I don't know if you saw, but I was able to meet up with with one old friend and meet a new one this past couple weeks. I was at Flounder Brewing and I met up with my old buddy James Murray. If you don't know who that is, take a look at Impractical Jokers, find out. Then I picked up some new stuff for today's episode and other episodes, and I ran into Mike Rowe. If you don't know who that is, look him up. Mike Rowe Works, and not Mike Rowe Works. It's MikeRoweWorks. It's a great nonprofit that he runs, and it's for tradesmen just like me. So let's get into today. Today is going to be different. Today we've got a head-to-head. It's a three-way head-to-head blind edition. You might remember this from the Oktoberfest episode that we did. I'm going to do 3 beers that I've never tasted before, and I'm going to do it blind. I don't know what's in the glasses. I know the competitors, but I don't know which one is which. That's going to be handed to me later on. I'm going to drink them, I'm going to rank them, and then we'll open the envelope and see who's who. So, without further ado, let's take a look at today's competitors. All right, today's competitors include Shipshape, which is a Czech-style Pilsner that comes to us from Treehouse Brewing out of Charlton, Massachusetts. Next, we have the Green State Lager, courtesy of Zero Gravity of Burlington, Vermont. Finally, we've got Distant Practicality, which is a pale lager, and that comes to us from Flounder Brewing of Hillsborough, New Jersey. Okay, so now we got to look at our competitors. I'm looking forward to having some of these. So let's not wait any longer, shall we? Today we have, like magic. I'm getting better at this. So now the next thing I need is the answers. Right? And I made sure when I got it, magically, that it was upside down. All right, so I've got our 3 competitors now. I don't know what's in them. I mean, they all look awesome, right? So I know I have 2 Pilsners and a pale lager. And I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that it was going to be a harder discernation. There's a vocabulary word for you. Here it is, discernation. If it's even a word, here's your definition. So I thought it was going to be a lot harder to tell them apart because, again, Pilsner, pale lager. But look at the colors on that one, right? I'll put them right here, slide them up so you can see them. How nice is that? So again, I am going to go by the 3. In case you don't know what the 3 are, allow me to explain. The 3 refers to the parameters that I use on the show that determine what makes a great beer. Number 1 is the sniff. What notes are you getting off the beer? What kind of aromas are coming off? What does it smell like? Does it really make you want to go out and drink that beer? Number 2 is the taste. Obviously, we want to make sure we have a good tasting beer, but it's more than that. How does it roll across the tongue? What does the mouth feel like? Is it thin? Is it thicker? Does it have a nice feel to it? And finally, 3 is the finish. What does that echo coming back taste like? What kind of taste are you getting? And does it make you want to go in for the second sip? So now that we got the parameters, let's dive in. Beer number 1. I'm going to dive into beer number 1 here. Beer number 1 is a light straw color. Nice carbonation, very hazy. I'm going to put it to this camera. So, let's go for the sniff. Oh, okay. I am going to say that this is a Pilsner. And it's very nice. Usually Pilsners to me are very bitter. This one is not. This one actually Comes off relatively sweet on the nose. Very light aromas to it. And let me tell you that it's got carbonation for days. So I'm thinking it's going to have a nice little bite when you drink it. It's going to be nice and crisp. Let's see if that's true. Go in for the taste. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's refreshing. I can drink a million of those on a hot day like today. That is really, really good. Usually it's the first beer of the day that hits just a little bit different. This is my first beer of today, but still it's, wow, that's very crisp. Very, very good. Wow.
WOWIE ZOWIE.
Wow. If I didn't have two more to try, I would kill this whole flight glass right now because this one is actually very, very good. So let's talk about the finish for a second. The finish is really nothing. It finishes clean. So it's almost like once this guy is down, imagine a bride. And I know I do weird visualizations. Just bear with me. I'm a Gemini. So just imagine a bride walking down the aisle. It's beautiful. All eyes are on her. And then there's someone holding the train on her gown. That's what the finish is. It's not its own separate thing. It kind of goes with the entire motion of the flavor journey, I guess you would say. So they're kind of in tandem. So a step or two after that taste is gone, that finish is gone. So it's really not overpowering, which makes it really good because now you want to go in for that second sip. The flavor is so good. You're sitting there like, oh shit, I want to try that again. And you hit it again, same clean finish. Yeah, you could drink a million of those, dude. All right, this is it, I promise you. That is good. That's good. All right, so by default, number one, whatever number one is, that's in first place. First place. Beer number two. Okay, so if you know me by now, what are you saying already? Huh? What are you saying? I mean, is this up Dan's alley or what? Right? It's an amber, folks. It's an amber. It's a dark, I'm going to say it looks, if we put it on camera, nice white collar on it. But as that might look like an amber, it's actually it's a dark yellow. Yellowish orange. So I guess that's amber, right? I always say an amber is a little darker than this one, but that is gorgeous. I mean, I'm a fan of darkers. I'm a fan of ambers. Already got my heart with this guy, right? It's by the color. Let's see what the sniff's all about. Okay, so you know that if you're an amber fan like me, there's that like honey kind of roasty kind of dark, like you smell it. Like if I was blindfolded right now, I'd be able to tell this is an amber just because of the, you know, that distinctive aroma. Oh, I like. All right, so I'm getting that darker, that honey, and I always refer to it like a Honey Nut Cheerios honey. So if you were a kid and you watched those Honey Nut Cheerios commercials growing up, they always had that little honey dauber, and they just kind of roll it right over the things. Like if I could find a clip of it, I'm putting it over what I'm speaking right now. That's kind of what you're getting. You're getting what that you expect that commercial to smell like. I told you about the visualizations. So, without further ado, let's see what this taste is like. That was unexpected. Hang on a second. I'm going to take a little bit of water, kind of clear the palate. Let me see what I got behind this. All right, let's do this again. Ooh. Okay. So, It's a very interesting flavor. It comes in stages. The first thing that hits you is a little stinginess, not anything over the top bitter. It's I keep wanting to say honey or nectar or something along those lines because that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this guy. You get the honey kind of up front, you get some of that sweetness, and then you almost get like a nutty kind of feeling, almost like a roasted almond kind of flavor, or maybe a walnutty kind of thing. It's the only thing I can imagine. It's when I drink it, I'm getting images in my head of being at my grandparents' house, and they always had the bowls of actual assorted nuts that are still in the shell, and you had to, and right on the side of the bowl was the nut cracker, and you would sit there and crack those. But they were all roasted nuts, so you're talking Brazil nuts, you're talking walnuts, you're talking almonds. All the peanuts would be gone by the time we got to them, because those are always like the low-hanging fruit. But I'm getting that kind of vibe. That's when I'm tasting that, that's where it's bringing me back to. So I have like that nuttiness to it. And then the finish has some kind of breadiness to it. Just imagine a B&B, and they provide breakfast, but it's a bomb B&B. I'm talking 5+ stars kind of B&B stuff that you won't even find on like Verbo. It's the ones that people tell you about, saying, dude, you got to go to this place. One of those hidden gem kind of places. And they got some old lady who's sitting there cooking up, sausage and cheese and eggs and pancakes and all waffles and shit. All kinds of that for breakfast. And she wakes up and she's like your grandma. And it's all in a cast iron skillet. It's like that fucking down home breakfast. You follow what I'm saying? You get kind of that at the end. This is multi-layered. This is beer chemistry right here. This is friggin' awesome. I love this one. Goddamn. I like this one. Look, it's almost gone. Look, it's almost gone. Okay, so the first one is now number 2. This guy here is new number 1. Beer number 3. So, beer number 3 is a super clear, beautifully carbonated, straw-colored beer. My money is that this is the pale lager, but I don't know. Regardless, both of these, so far, home runs. Let's see what this guy's all about. First, the sniff. Holy shit. Okay, so this guy here has got a much more pronounced sniff than even the amber. The amber had a more distinctive sniff, like I knew that it was an amber. And this one was good, but this one, man, I don't know whether they all got poured at the same time, so it's not like it had a chance to blossom more than these two. I think it's just got more going on. Whoa. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, so how do I describe this? I think this is the pale lager. And that's not how I describe it. I keep throwing that in. And I'm going to be really embarrassed if this isn't the pale lager. But, yes. So it's got everything I'm kind of looking for in a pale lager or a beer anyway. This is hitting the notes. This is like checking all the damn boxes. Sweetness, a little bit of, not sourness, but I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, when you smell that beer that you're into, like, I'm sure you guys have been to craft breweries and you've gone with your friends and they'll get a beer that they're like, oh man, here, try this. And you're like, you're a friend, so you're gonna, and you try it and it's not good. But you put on that face, but then you look at something that's in your flight and you pick it up and you smell it and it's like fucking angels sing. That's it. That's like a key going into a lock, man. It's just clink, 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 and everything is just falling into place. There it is right there. Okay. Now for the taste. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't want you thinking, oh shit, he didn't say anything. It's not bad. No, it's not bad. So, okay. All right. So, this one hits a little harder, so I think this one's the pale lager. So, maybe this might not be the pale lager. Now I'm confused, man. So this one has the distinctive bitterness that you would get from a Pilsner. So I'm kind of expecting this guy to be the Pilsner. Yeah, because one of them's a Czech. One of them's a Czech Pilsner. I think two of them are a Czech Pilsner. One of them's a Pilsner, one's a Czech. And then there's a pale lager. That's really good. Okay, so you have that bitterness. You have a flavor that's not intense, which is great because if you're looking to drink multiple copies of that can, you're not going to want to have something that's like overbearing. That's not overbearing at all. That's really nice. Like I could have quite a few of those. The echo, the finish, the thing that sticks around is the bitterness. So I think this would be great if you enjoy it with something. It does stand alone. Like you all know my feeling about having a beer that has to rely on something else. I think this thing stands alone, but if I could have this with like some barbecue or a steak or something, I think it would complement it very well. I think if you have these, a lot of these on a hot day, you are going to be smashed off your ass, but it's actually very nice. So here's the hard part. This is the part that I hate when I'm doing a head-to-head because we need to do 1, 2, and 3. Man, this sucks. I have to do it, right? I got to do it? Okay. All right. This is how we're going to do it. The amber colored one is in first place. In a very, very close second is this guy. So much so that where they're touching. And if I'm going to do a third place, I would almost want to overlap this guy by about a quarter of a way because this thing is as good as this guy here in the middle. But very, very close. I was not doing myself any favors putting these three head to head because all three of them are very, very good beers. And again, I've never tasted them before. I have no loyalty to any of them, but the amber won out a little bit. That darker one won out on me because of what it carries. So maybe that's personal preference. Okay. So without further ado, let's see what we got here. Let's see how I did. So the envelope, right side up now. Wow. Wow.
WOWIE ZOWIE.
Wow. Okay, folks. So my number one is Flounder Brewery's Distant Practicality. Little story behind it. When I went to Flounder Brewing, they said they basically made like a pale ale, but instead they lagered it for 4 months. So the alcohol content went up a little bit. I know it's a 6%, which is super surprising. I did not expect this. I expected this guy to be one of the lighter ones. Probably why I like it. I'm more of a lager guy. All in all, a very, very well done beer. Number 2 is Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity Green State Lager. So that one right there, I told you this one, like it was a shootout between that amber and that straw colored one. And the only reason the amber got ahead was because it had that little extra something that hits me. So gun to my head, I had to go with the amber because I was more of an amber person. And number 3 is Shipshape. Shipshape is from Treehouse Brewing. In case you don't know, Treehouse Brewing is in Massachusetts. It's a place that I want to go to one day, and apparently it's like a beer resort. If you want to get some kind of packaged goods from there, you have to actually like reserve your cases ahead of time because they only allow you to do so much. 3 solid beers, you guys. Go and get them. I think Zero Gravity is anywhere available here on the East Coast. It's from Burlington, Vermont. Flounder, you need to go to the brewery. They don't do much distro. So go to the brewery. It's in Hillsborough, New Jersey. I've been there. Really cool place. They're in a barn that's like over 250 years old. It's on a farm. Obviously, where else would you put a barn? Right next door, there's a distillery. So your people who don't like beer, you can still do a big like bros trip over there, and you can hit everything. I'm telling you, the beers over there are great. The only reason I didn't get one of the beers that I had over there that I really dug is because I don't want to come on the show and have something that I've already had before and put it head to head against something I didn't. I would like to be fair, and this was blind. So good on you guys. Yeah, there they are. So go try them out, man. I highly recommend all 3 of them. I don't care in what order I put them in, man. They're all home runs. So now's the time where you should go ahead and like and subscribe. And make sure you get a reminder every time I drop a video. I'm going to be dropping them, periodically through the warm season, through the summer, because like I said, I'm an HVAC tech and I'm a refrigeration tech, and this is my busy season, so I'm going to be jamming for the next couple months. It's also good beer weather, so I'm going to be out enjoying it. Like and subscribe. Support your local brewery. All of these are local to somebody. So go out and show your support. Tell them you saw them on my show. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that I'm profiling them. And they'll probably be dumbfounded to know who in the hell I am because they probably never heard of me. So, support your local brewery. Like and subscribe. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Bye. All right, here's my magic right here. Here's my daughter. This is my favorite daughter. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a fantastic makeup artist, what's your Insta? How do you not know your Insta? She doesn't know her Insta. What kid doesn't know her Insta? I mean, Jess.that.mua. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah. So there you go. Look up a makeup artist. Give her a like. Give her a follow. Tell her you heard about it from me. Boy, I'm gonna have a lot for the outtakes at the end of the episode. Every episode, and now I think I'm gonna end up. There's a lot. I might have to cut out some of the bloopers. That's it. He came out and did a lap, meowed all around. My fat orange cat, ladies and gentlemen.